time again. The new stage is now set, so let the party begin. Everybody knows the name of the Dallas Cowboys. Let's go Cowboys.
Hello everybody and welcome in to episode 9 of season 2 of the Cowboys Fan Show. I'm your host Tyler Ortega, joined as always by our co-host Scott Jeter. And Scott, the Cowboys were taking on the Browns this week out in the dog pound in Cleveland, and I'll be honest, it was a butt kicking.
Oh yeah, they gave them a lashing, but that's pretty much what we expected. I mean, we went over the keys last week and we talked about as long as they didn't make any big mistakes and turn the ball over, that stuck to the game plan, they should have been able to get out and get that done.
Absolutely. Now, let's have a look at these highlights in the film room this week as the Browns would start out on offense. Cody Kessler finds Isaiah Crowell, former Georgia Bulldog, for a good chunk of yardage and the first down there. And they opened up with a few trick plays, Scott, really caught the Cowboys off guard.
Yeah, 62 yards on their first drive, and you said it. They came out, did a couple of things to try and confuse the defense, but you can only do that so many times in the game.
Yeah, the Browns would open up with a field goal on their first possession, but on the ensuing possession, the Cowboys get the train rolling, the Zeke train. Zeke for MVP, hashtag, tweet that out, ladies and gentlemen. Let's get it trending.
Feed him.
Award the young man, and there's Jason Witten getting in for 6. That was one of his 8 catches on the day for 134 yards, Scott. Looking like he was, turning back the clock about 5 years.
Oh, absolutely. He doesn't look like a 14-year veteran right there. He looks like a young guy. But the Browns have struggled to cover the tight ends all day, especially Jason Witten. He had a big game.
It was in the scouting report. We were just talking before we went on air, and here we go. We find Dak Prescott does a play fake to Alfred Morris, finds Terrence Williams. He's going to try to get down. Still takes a little bit of a hit, but it's good to see T. Will getting involved in the offense.
No, yeah, whenever he has a big game, we always do real well.
And there goes Zeke stretching out, and that's one of his 2 touchdowns on the day. And they would take a minute to review this. Did the knee hit? Did his hand hit out of bounds before he gets in? Did the ball break the plane before all this happened? Ultimately, they called it good, and Zeke gets his first rushing touchdown of the day. As I said, one of 2 for the rookie.
And he looked good doing it.
Absolutely. 14-3 now as the Cowboys are on the move once again. Zeke Elliott, that was one of his 18 carries for 92 yards on the day for Zeke. And there's Cole Beasley, best slot receiver in football, wide open, Scott. I mean, you couldn't get more open if you tried.
No. Cole Beasley, he's been open all season, but especially in this game, and you touched on it, the Browns they had trouble covering any of our guys. We just had too much talent for them this week.
There's Corey Coleman catching the first down. Cody Kessler drops back once again, facing a little bit of pressure. He's going to find Terrell Pryor for the touchdown just before halftime. And this was a little bit of a momentum swing, Scott, but after half, it was all Dallas.
Yeah, we're a second half team, and yeah, you said it. I mean, let's keep watching, and it was a pretty second half for us.
The Cleveland Browns, they ran 14 plays in the second half, only picked up 28 yards in the entire second half, ladies and gentlemen. So that just goes to show what kind of job the defense did in the second half. Now, speaking of the second half, here we are. This is the first play in the third quarter, and there's Witten once again finding wide open. And now Zeke, he's going to take it out to the left, bounces off a defender, and that's a gift right there.
He just walked it right in. I mean, you got to take pity on anybody that tries to tackle him in the open field.
Yeah, he's one of those guys, he can make you look like a fool, kind of like Reggie Bush did, when he played at USC back in the day.
Fast, explosive, elusive. That man needed help out there, and he had none.
Absolutely. So the Cowboys train is rolling once again, 28-10 here. Kessler is just eaten up by Malik Collins.
Yeah, Malik Collins had a big 2 sacks on the day, and he's looking fantastic. There's another rookie that's just overperforming for us. I couldn't be happier.
And another sack picked up for the Cowboys defense. Justin Durant, and Dallas will take over on the ensuing possession. Dak Prescott finds Zeke. Now, by all intents and purposes, this should have been a play for no gain, or maybe even a yard loss, but Zeke, he just keeps the legs moving.
Yeah, as I say, except Tyler, Zeke doesn't take negative plays.
Yeah, Zeke for MVP, ladies and gentlemen. We're getting the ball rolling on that, as we have for, about the past 5 weeks now we've been saying that?
Yeah, he's looking good. I mean, he might deserve that.
As Jason Witten again. And now a play fake to Zeke Elliott, and he's going to find Gavin Escobar wide open in the end zone. And we'll have a look at this replay. You'll see Gavin Escobar just kind of shade blocks just a little bit. He's going to slip out. There's nobody there. It does not get any easier.
Yeah, snuck outside, and he was naked out there.
Oh, yeah.
And look, we've been touching on it. The entire segment is they couldn't cover any of our guys.
Absolutely.
Too much talent.
Yeah, that last touchdown made it 35-10. That's how the game would end. Dallas is victorious. And, you know, a lot of people are going to say, well, they played the Browns. But you know what Dallas did is they do what good teams are supposed to do to bad teams. They went in there and they kicked them around.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. They didn't overlook them. They stuck to the game plan. Dak protected the ball well, managed the game exactly the way he was supposed to, and just let the rest of the offense go to work.
Yeah, and you know, that's one thing that I was a little bit worried about leading up to this game. Dallas maybe overlooking Cleveland ahead to their matchup with Pittsburgh this coming week. A little bit of a trap game, but you know, Jason Garrett had the guys' mentalities in order. They went out and they did what they were supposed to do.
Yeah, everybody's playing well. And I actually, what was my prediction last week? I think it was 35-13.
Yeah.
So they did even better than I thought they were going to do, and I thought I gave them a lot of credit. So kudos to those guys. They played their hearts out, even when, you know, it was the last place team in the league. They came out, they had their game faces on, they stuck to the plan, and they pulled a big win out. 7-1.
7-1, 7 straight victories for the Dallas Cowboys, quarterbacked by the rookie Dak Prescott. Don't go anywhere, ladies and gentlemen. We'll be right back with more of the Cowboys Fan Show.